doing the Tuscarora and moving the Tuscarora. So this is a calendar from E.W. LaPlante Company in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I just realized the connection because he used E.W. LaPlante to move the Tuscarora both times, in 1935 to the rented property and in 1940. And in here they show a picture. This is their 1946 calendar. So they're showing a picture of the Tuscarora and Blue Mountain Lake as one of the projects that E.W. LaPlante did. But also one of the other pictures in there is Tupper Lake building. So we figured out how he knew E.W. LaPlante, and he obviously hired him to move a building before he built the Tupper Lake School. And so I have this kind of stuff. I have, like I say, files and files and files of information that hopefully we'll be able to consolidate and get out onto our website and all that stuff.
Tickets and postcards and on. We're in the progress of transitioning our volunteer board into a volunteer board known as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And we have an attorney working on that for us. And any contributions are tax deductible through ARCH, but it'll be seamless when we become our own independent nonprofit. And right now I think we have about $80,000 at Adirondack Architectural Heritage from various fundraising and events. We had a nice little cocktail party aboard the William West Durant in September. So, you know, we announce these things on Facebook. There'll probably be another informational session in Blue Mountain Lake or Indian Lake in the next 3 or 4 months, just to bring people up to speed and also go over this material for a new audience. And, you know, it's kind of great to see that there is interest and enthusiasm for this project. Because a lot of historic things just are too hard.
So,
and this is hard. But we're thinking it's not too hard.
No. I see your question.
Laura, is one of the goals for the public to access the boat if you could fully restore it the way you would like? Or is it going to be an exhibit with a booth and information about it?
I'm not sure about the liability of it, but the goal, the vision, one vision that we have right now is to have the exhibit space run alongside, and you can then board the boat and see a lot of what we'll be telling the story of. And there's many stories you can tell.
And when you do move the boat, you would announce it on your Facebook page so the public would know.
Yeah.
Because we all want to check it out for sure.
Yeah, definitely. This is probably a question I should know the answer to, but I don't. What is a hurricane deck, and where is it located?
The hurricane deck would be the very top deck.
Okay.
That the davits are the hold the lifeboat, so you can see the lifeboat up on top. That's called hurricane
Why
deck.
they call it a hurricane deck?
You don't want to be up
we
there.
need a boat guy.
Pete,
yes.
You were talking about the wetlands. What's their proposal if you got permission to do that? How would they? What form of or mode of transportation would you envision coming across the wetlands?
There's a bunch of ways. Wetlands, I've been told, do not freeze reliably. So you can't expect the frost to drive down in and have something that's going to support. However, this stretch of wetlands, which, like I said, is only 300 feet, is right alongside a stream, and one of the things that might make sense is to flood the whole area and create a dead flat, which wetlands would be, a dead flat, super smooth surface in order to pull the boat. That's one I really like because
and then wait for it to freeze.
Yes, in the winter. And one of the reasons I like it is because the remediation is so simple. You just let warm weather hit, and all of a sudden everything is back to normal.
But the boat would be on a trailer.
Yes.
And they do make gigantic boat trailers.
Yeah.
And we did talk to a guy at a company, they're in who thought this wouldn't be so hard. I was like, well, how hard? How many zeros in here?
Would the same potential be using the ice that forms on Blue Mountain Lake?
Say that again?
Could you have the same potential with that big trail instead of coming out across a frozen wetland by coming out on Blue Mountain Lake when it freezes?
Not in 2024, 25, 26. I mean, back in 2000, I have many notes in the file. I was talking to the Army Corps of Engineers ice loading guys, and it was very doable. And before that, it was extremely doable.
Yeah.
All the notes in Robert Graham's 1940 correspondence was pushing them to hurry up and get the guys who were working on it. They had tarped the boat, and they were working on the hull so it was seaworthy. And but what he wanted to do is put a frame on it and slide it over the ice.
Yeah.
Not only is the ice unreliable today, but also in order to get from where it is on the northeast corner of the lake to where it would end up down in town, you'd have to go between a point and an island where there's a pretty good current there, and that you'd have to cross a very unreliable part. Yeah.
And one aspect of the boat getting to its new site, it has to be put back together.
Yeah.
And we've had some thoughts about that, to make that, to bring in boat building interns under professional guidance and set up a bleacher so people can watch people working. I mean, this is what they do at Mystic Seaport, and it's wildly popular to watch somebody with a drill.
Oh, especially if it's a hand-powered drill like they used in the older days.
Right.
But, and that is one of the things we would be looking for grant money to do. So, you know, this is a project of several years.
Yeah. With many chapters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Since it was a residence at one point, could it be turned into like a overnight lodge kind of thing or something?
I would think so. That'd be pretty. That could be one way. That could be one way to get a revenue source.
Right, 5,000 a night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's tax deductible.
Right? Right.
Is there anything that tells you why the name Tuscarora was chosen to begin with?
I would think it was just that part of that fashion for naming things Indian names. You know, Killiqua and
Arundecoy.
yeah, all that. Some of them made up and some of them for real.
I think also that it was the time, the 1880s to 1900. Everybody was going west. It was the whole country was excited about going west, and so I think that probably had a lot to do with it.
Well, and we are aware of the Tuscarora Nation, and thought when we get farther along on this, we'll ask for their blessing so that they realize we're not exploiting the name of their people.
A detail which William West Durant probably did not.
No.
Any questions?
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Please do take a brochure, and if you want to buttonhole any of us,